Good morning, St. Francis. Good morning, people of God. It is Thursday, the 24th day of August, 2023. It is Thursday of the 20th week of the year, the 20th week in Ordinary Time. It is also today the feast of St. Bartholomew, and we have just completed morning prayer for today, and there are some of our wonderful fourth graders who are waiting to enter into St. Bonaventure Hall. Everybody enter St. Bonaventure Hall, where our library is. Okay, so everybody, go back to your seats. 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 We got everybody. We got everybody on camera. Got everybody on camera. So today we celebrate St. Bartholomew. Unfortunately, his name is also associated with a terrible massacre that happened in the 1600s, I think it was, 1600s, in France, the St. Bartholomew's Day Massacre, in which Catholics killed a lot of Protestants. And again, another sad example, perhaps, of how our misunderstandings of the faith and our inability to do what it is that Jesus asks us to do by loving one another is not carried through, and especially during that terrible time of the Reformation and the misunderstandings that led to a division of the church. But to remember Bartholomew for who and what he was. Again, he's not noticed much within Scripture. He's mentioned in John's Gospel, no, Matthew's Gospel. In the Gospel for today, he is mentioned. Sometimes his name is Nathaniel, sometimes it is Bartholomew, but it is he is somebody who basically is a bit skeptical of who this Jesus of Nazareth is, and who basically even says, can anything good come from Nazareth? Because Nazareth again was at a crossroads of many different kinds of peoples. Again, on the way into the eastern parts of the empire, and so this is fifth grade walking past this now as they go into their own little thing over there too. So very, very, very busy thing. This is a great crossroads today in the middle of the the courtyard here at the Francis School here at TFS. And so look at this, so many people. And then I think that there's third grade over there. So you have third, fourth, and fifth grade all converging over here. But as I was saying, so Bartholomew, Nathaniel doesn't always believe that Jesus again is all that he says that he is, or all that he's made up to be. And again, it is that doubt that never stops Jesus from bringing him into the company of the apostles and allows Nathaniel Bartholomew to take his place amongst them. After that, there isn't really much ever that is said, about him. And so, again, another one of the nameless apostle, a named apostle, but apostle who we don't know much about, but yet was somebody who was chosen by Christ to be one of the foundations, again, of this, of the new covenant and of understanding, who it is that God is for us now through Jesus. The first reading, is from the book of Revelation. Again, these are special readings for Nathaniel. We move away from the regular course of readings for ordinary time. And Revelation basically just speaks of the great temple that is going to be built in the world that is to come, in the world in which God makes all things new. Again, not new things, but all things new. And in that temple are inscribed the names of the 12 tribes, that now named for the apostles, because of who now they represent as this transformed beginning, not necessarily new beginning, but a transformed beginning of God's great work in creation, God's great purpose in bringing creation to its fulfillment. In the Gospels day, again, we have the encounter where Nathaniel Bartholomew is called by Jesus, and Nathaniel is amazed that Jesus knows his name, and Jesus says, "I know your name because I saw you sitting there under whatever, it's under a tree or something like that." And Nathaniel is again a bit skeptical, with all of this, and yet Jesus says, "If you come with me, your skepticism will probably give way to wonder, because you will see the glory of God, you'll see angels ascending and descending, you'll see all these fantastic, wonderful things." Now, again, is that just a pull to get to get Nathaniel and Bartholomew into the company of Jesus? But again, Nathaniel and Bartholomew are witness to many. He is witness to many things, and sees again the risen Lord as a part of the great appearances that happened after Jesus' resurrection. Again, something that transforms Bartholomew and Nathaniel's life. That if there was any doubt, if there was any skepticism, God helps to erase that, and God helps to wipe that away, so that Nathaniel Bartholomew can become the apostle he needs to become, the person that he needs to become. For all of us, we look for those ways, perhaps in which our doubts or skepticisms or whatever may be wiped away by what is that we see and experience of faith, of wonder and beauty in our lives, not just through one another, but through this world that is around us, because that is where God speaks to us always and forever. A blessed day, St. Francis and people of God. May the Lord give you his peace.